Hey guys, it's Roscoe and on the Space Coach. So, continuing our exploration of the Galactic Explorers guide, we're going to take a look at Coruscant. And here is the start of its spread. It's one of my favourite planets in all of Star Wars, I think, because I remember it from the old EU, I think the Thrawn trilogy. And then when the prequels came out and they named the galactic capital Coruscant, it was a nice homage to that. George Lucas says, well, of course it's going to be called Coruscant, that is the capital. So planetary data. Sector is Coruscant, it's terrestrial as a world. Temperate climate, 12,240 kilometres in diameter. Terrain, urban cityscape. Rotation period, 24 standard hours. Orbital period, 365 local rotations. Sentient species humans. Population, 1 trillion. The heart of galactic civilization, Coruscant is a city that covers an entire planet, with lofty towers soaring above lightless, perilous underlevels. Once the capital of the Republic and the Empire, it's believed to be the birthplace of humanity. Sadly, after the fall of the Empire, the glittering world fell under the control of the criminal syndicates, and we see a little bit of that in the Aftermath trilogy. Gangs now prowl even respectable districts, and safety is reserved for those who can afford armed guards and droid protectors. Tourism has all but disappeared, and Coruscant has become a symbol not of galactic possibilities, but of the current era's disturbing realities. Make sure that's just one page. Next page on the spread, there is the skyline. The Galaxy's Opera House is there. What's that on the bottom? No, that is it on the bottom, and that's just the skyline at night. This looks, I think that might be the Jedi Temple. Look, support the Galaxy's Opera House. Chancellor and Emperor Palpatine, a well-known supporter of the arts, of course. DKRA43's comment. Coruscant's descent into lawlessness is one of the greatest tragedies of our age. What a rich history. To walk the promenade of the Galaxy's Opera House, fly by the towers of the Verity District. This planet, this glorious, glittering planet, is the ultimate in galactic culture. Oh, for better days when civilized beings will visit once again. The overview and the areas it mentions: the Federal District, the Imperial Palace, Monument Plaza, 500 Republica, Verity District, the Uskrew District, Galaxy's Opera House, Cocoa Town, and the Works. History. The long-time galactic capital and centre of culture and power, Coruscant has suffered gravely since the Empire's fall, with criminal gangs fighting a bloody war for control of its districts. Vehicles. It mentions here about the Coruscant air taxis going through the skies. Off-worlders see the skylanes of Coruscant as a terrifying river of airspeeders, swoops, skybuses and transports, but the traffic actually flows surprisingly well for a planet with 1 trillion residents. Traffic control networks take command of vehicles and skylanes, with air taxis flown by famously gruff, fearless air jockeys, free to take more direct routes. Now, it does mention about the Galaxy's Opera House. 2 generations ago, the Senate building was the seat of political power. The Jedi Temple promised galactic peace, and the Galaxy's Opera House was the pinnacle of culture. But the Imperial Senate was disbanded, and the New Republic Senate operated elsewhere. Only the Opera House remains, a symbol of hope that Coruscant will rise again. And here's the next spread. There is the cityscape. There's the Jedi interceptors. There's cameras that we see flying about. What are those 2 there? Oh yes, that is those insect things that attack Padme in her bedchamber, and that just looks like a couple of Coruscant residents. Species/creatures. Humans. Coruscant has long been claimed as the cradle world from which humanity spread to dominate the galaxy. Scientists disagree about whether that's true, but scientific controversies aside, Coruscant is clearly the centre of human culture. Even given its current woes, Coruscant inspires humans stuck on backwater planets to dream of limitless possibilities and dizzying luxuries. Now, the Cohuns, and that is those little insects that we see in, which one is it, Attack of the Clones. These small deadly arthropods are native to Indomodo and kill their prey with a fast-acting nerve toxin. They are a favoured tool of assassins, as they can evade security and are extremely difficult to trace back to their users. Colquhouns used in assassinations are starved to make them vicious, but those employing them must beware. A single miscalculation and the Colquhoun will happily sink its fangs into the assassin instead of the target. Zam Wesell used a pair of Colquhouns to target Padme Amidala, Naboo's senator. And then we just have a bit on history. The Galactic Concordance, I believe that's what ended the Galactic Civil War. After Endor, Grand Vizier Mas Amedda held power on Coruscant, but the warlord Gallius Rax saw no future for the capital, placing Amedda under house arrest in the Imperial Palace. Coruscant was rocked by war between Imperial factions, with crime syndicates rushing to fill the power vacuum. Amedda finally escaped and signed the Galactic Concordance with the New Republic, ending the Galactic Civil War. And here it just mentions about the Jedi Interceptor, and there is the Jedi symbol. That's very nice, actually. Formerly known as the Eta II Actis class Interceptor, the Jedi Interceptor was designed for pilots with force-aided reflexes, emphasising speed and agility and stripping away sensors, shields and bulky instrument packages. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker piloted Jedi Interceptors above Coruscant, racing between dueling battleships to rescue Supreme Chancellor Palpatine from General Grievous's ship. And then just about those cam droids, which we see here. For millennia, the Senate was a galactic institution conducting its business in a huge chamber in the Federal District. Cam droids were ever present, swooping around senators' platforms and recording their words and images for broadcast across the galaxy. Wise senators played to their fellow politicians, but also to those watching remotely. Then we see here a Senate Guard rifle. Clad in blue robes and crested helmets, the Senate Guard protected the Chancellor and the Senate with Mark II Paladin rifles. Interesting name. And there is the tourism poster. This looks like it is from the end of the special edition of Return of the Jedi, when we see Coruscant and all of the fireworks going off. And here's the Rogues Gallery, as it were. There's Mas Amedda, who is Dexter Jettster, Zam Wesell, and who's the other one? General Grievous. So, Mas Amedda. A Chagrin politician from Shambhala, Mas Amedda had a gift for political survival. He served Chancellor Valorum, transferred his loyalties to the ascendant Chancellor Palpatine, whom he also served, and survived to make peace with the New Republic and lead Coruscant's post-war government. Dexter Jettster. Coruscant attracted not just politicians, but scientists, artists and entrepreneurs with ambitions big and small. The four-armed basilisk Dexter Jettster ran a diner in Cocoa Town for decades, serving comfort food and becoming a valuable intelligence source for his many friends, among them the Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now on General Grievous it says, in the final days of the Clone Wars, the separatist warlord General Grievous launched a daring raid on Coruscant with a task force, kidnapping Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. The Jedi thwarted the kidnapping, but falling debris from the orbital battles left scars that still marred the cityscape decades later. Obi-Wan Kenobi eventually hunted down and killed Grievous on the planet Utapau. Then on Zam Wesell. A shape-shifting Claudite assassin, Zam Wesell made a fatal error when she agreed to accept a risky assignment from the bounty hunter Jango Fett. Her attempt to assassinate Naboo's Senator Amidala failed, and two Jedi captured her. Before they could interrogate Zam, Fett ended her career with a saber dart dipped in poison. And that is all it has on Coruscant. So let's just see that lovely tourism poster once more. Like I said, definitely one of my favourite planets. It's absolutely beautiful, some of that cityscape with that Art Deco, Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon inspired cityscape. So there you go, guys. That is what the Galactic Explorers guide has to say about Coruscant. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a common topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.